Hello and welcome to the third video in this series. Today in this video we're gonna make, excuse me. In this video we are going to make our character slide and we will tweak so player can't use all the animations at the same time. So we'll just have one button to roll them all. Okay, that was a little pun I made. Okay, first of all I want to set up the camera somewhere in the player, so I'm just gonna reset position, put it as a child and move it so it's somewhere. Rotation needs to be 0. So okay, I will just zoom it out a little bit like this so we can see what's going on. And if I hit play, oh, did I change something? What is going on? The why is it so low? Oh, from the previous video I made, I didn't put it back because once you make a change in the inspector, it will not be made once it's closed. So beware of that. Always change it after the game is not in the play mode. Okay, so what we're going to do, as you can see, anytime we press space, we get the jump animation. So we want to cut that and we want to say, hey, I want to slide and I want this to be my sliding reference and I want it to be somewhere here. I think that's about right, and let's change the color to it. Let's put it to the, I don't know, let's say red, something red, like pink. Okay, let's drag and drop that here. So we want to say when I approach this game object, when I hit space I want to jump, and when I approach this one, when I hit space I want to slide. So how are we gonna achieve that? We're gonna, you guessed it, we're gonna go ahead and create a new script on both of them, select them both, say add component, and we will name them platform set animation. And what we're gonna go do with this is when you approach one of these obstacles, they will assign you a animation that you're going to be using, and we're going to write in here public string animation name equals none by default, and we're going to need a public transform of our player, which we're going to assign on the awake. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is private. Actually, we don't say anything, just transform player. And let's go ahead and assign our player when our game is run. Player equals game object dot find game object with tag player dot transform dot parent dot root. I don't know actually why I did parent root, but it's, oh, it's because before we gonna need this game object transform dot, okay, because we only need the transform, that is going to be fun. And let's go ahead quickly and let's put the tag on our player default avatar, put the tag called player. Jump back here, we'll use a method called on trigger enter. Basically this is used for triggers like collision but with triggers. I'm sure you're aware of those. And what we want to do is we want to assign the player the get component the player movement script dot current animation, which we have had, is going to be the animation name. And here we will want to add the public string current animation. And poof, that's it. And on void, on trigger exit, we want to tell the player, I will just copy and paste this to none. And that's about it. When you go back into Unity, wait for that to compile. I will want to change the names of these animations, and this one will be basic obstacle jump, and this one will be slide. Simple as that. So every time we approach, our property here will be changed. You will see in a moment. And in the code here we want to do this. If current animation is, what do we name it? Excuse me, is basic obstacle jump, and if we input we want to start the coroutine. Now if current animation is slide, what we want to do is if input key down key code space, we want to start a coroutine called basic. We want to just call it slide. We will have one slide, and down here we want to create another enumerator, which is going to be enumerator called slide with a big S, and we want to say animator dot set bool slide comma true, close that, yield return new, wait for end of frame, animator dot set bool slide false, and we want to stop the coroutine slide. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to go back into Unity, wait for it to compile, actually add the slide boolean into our animator. We want to rename that to slide, and we want to find the corresponding slide animation, excuse me, jog slide to the right. Okay, I think that one is too short. Let's actually slide to the right. Okay, this one looks pretty cushy. Drag and drop that into our used animations and rename that to slide. And we want to actually cut it a little bit. So also I want to limit the rotation to be my players, and I want to slide as soon as I hit the key, and I want to finish here, so perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and apply that. Drag and drop that one, and we want to go here from the run forward, disable the has exit time, and we want to add the property if slide equals true. We want to go from running to the slide, and after it's done, it will from slide return to running. And remember to keep this check mark selected here. And this is it for the animator. Now if we go into the cube, if we add the create empty game object, we'll just name this trigger. We'll add a box collider, and what we want to do is set the picked up. Okay, we want to edit the trigger to match the something here, so when I approach, my character will get the animation set to jump, and when I hit space it will jump, and here it will hopefully slide. So if I make another game object called trigger, a child of the slide one, if we add the box collider, if we expand it on the z-axis, actually let me, okay, it's a little bit bigger, I will lower it like this, and I'll actually make it a little bigger just in case, and this one as well. Okay, so if we hit play, oh, I forgot one thing, I just remembered. I forgot to check the is trigger on both of these colliders, so let me show you what will happen now. If I select the player, you can see that our current animation is actually nothing. If I walk forward, it should change. It's not changing. Why? If I run and hit space, nothing will happen. Oh, we assign it, yes. Oh, that's actually because the scripts need to be on this, on these two, and not on these two. So we'll just remove. This one is, what would we name it? Basic obstacle jump. And this one is slide. So if we run this, I hope this is going to work now. If I select my player, if we walk over to the first obstacle, you can see that our animation, current animation is set to the obstacle, now it's none. So if I hit space, I mean we have to run first, it will preview the animation. So if I just run forward, and if I hit space here, it's kind of late for that one. Why does it take so much time? We're going to go ahead and fix that. Okay, so if you run, hit space, okay. Maybe the best thing would be if we had some kind of a limit when the player could press slide, so we could avoid like hitting and stuff like that, but for now I think this is okay. We just have to time it. So if you just run, hit space, or what we can do is we can go to the animator tab, go to the run slide, and select the run slide to right. Let's change the speed to 1.5, so now it should transition. Actually, oh, excuse me, no, just leave it to 1, and change this little setting. Now this determines how fast the animation will transfer. If you expand this blue thing, and if you happen to have like this, it's taken out, just drag it to the right, it will snap right back. And if you hit play, you can see that slowly it transitions, and that's what we don't want. We want it to be more snappier than that. So from running, you go into that, and that's what we want. So if we hit play, instance, not the why not? This has happened to me before. I'm not quite sure why. It's not getting the nope. What happened when my this script is not getting the player, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add it in void layer update, and let's head back into Unity, hopefully. So this will search for the player every time. It's not actually good for the CPU, but we don't have much of code, so I think this is okay for now. Moving forward, we still get this. What do we get? The player.get component. What if I reopen the Unity project? If we hit play, it works. And yeah, probably Unity is stupid sometimes, but it works. As you can see, this looks pretty nice so far. And if we hit slide, yeah, that's what we wanted. Okay, so this is it for this tutorial. In the next one, we're probably gonna add some variations. So maybe you can jump with 2 keys and change the jumping or sliding. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, it really helps the video out. And subscribe if you want. Until next time, see ya.